You can do that and stay in a realm of reality. Your suspension of disbelief is still there.
Yeah.
You are not Renee Echevarria,
No.
who wrote some of the best Star Trek episodes. You're not Chuck Palahniuk, who wrote Fight Club. You're not even Chuck from the Two Gaming Dudes. You are a shitty, shitty writer. You are not good at this. Well, gosh, Leslie Headland. Episode 7 didn't exactly turn things around, did it?
Stop it. Get some help.
But I can see where that $180 million went. It went into that other camera you used for the other angle of the exact same footage. Yay!
You know, for a sec, I thought you had mentioned earlier that... Click subscribe, by the way. Episode 7 of the Acolyte.
Yeah.
You had said, I bet she's going to do the Rashomon effect.
Yeah.
This old Kurosawa film where you show the conflict from the two opposing sides, and it makes, there's two sides to the conflict. It's not always black and white. It was this really cool thing, and we figured that was going to happen here.
Right, and when you do that, you're supposed to show how that's not how I said it, or that's not exactly how it played out. It played out differently than you think.
This enemy side isn't doing this because they're evil. They're doing it because they feel that this is the way to the truth, or whatever, for whatever.
Sure.
You didn't do any of this shit.
No, they didn't.
You just filmed the same scene from a different angle and played the exact same story out exactly the same way.
Yes.
You didn't do it right.
No, you did not. So, wow, you already messed that up. And then you did some other weird stuff in this whole episode, but I don't know, you're going to have to give me just like a really quick refresher on what the hell happened in this episode, because honestly, nothing happened.
We'll go through the thing.
And there's some moments that I definitely want to talk about, but let's get into this shit, shall we?
Here's the main problem that Leslie and her entire staff don't understand. In filmmaking, or television, or any teleplay,
Sure.
any type of storytelling, there's this idea called verisimilitude.
Okay.
It means believability or based in reality. Basically, the audience has to believe that what they're seeing is real. It has to be believable. It has to make sense to me.
Okay.
Right? And in a new movie, you say, space aliens and light speed. In anything, in Act 1, you set the ground rules and you introduce, this is the world we're living in. Okay? So in Avengers, this is the Avengers universe. It looks kind of like what we recognize, but there's superheroes and space aliens, and it's a little different.
Right. But you set those ground rules
From the beginning. In Game of Thrones, looks kind of like medieval Europe, where there's knights in armor and swords, but there's also dragons and magic, so, whatever.
Right.
Even in Star Wars, it's an entire galaxy, far, far away. There are people and other space aliens, and some have magic powers and laser swords and space. Okay. Right. Fine. What always stays the same is that they're humans, and they behave in human ways. Because you're telling your story for a human audience. It has to make sense.
Yeah.
So they're humans, they're mortal, they're born, they have families, there are political things and conflicts. That stays the same so that it's relatable for the guy watching it. Otherwise it makes no sense, right?
Right.
There is no verisimilitude in this. Because your characters are doing these ridiculous, stupid decisions. Preposterously dumb, that you can't believe for a second he wouldn't do that. And they have to, because your whole plot is built on these ridiculous plot points that are so contrived that your characters have to make these stupid decisions or else there's no way forward. It's just bad from top to bottom. They are bad at this. They are not good writers.
No, they are not. They are not good writers. They're really not good storytellers.
And when you take young shitty writers, it's going to be bad already. And on top of that, you decide we're going to be social activists. You can do that. And stay in a realm of reality. Your suspension of disbelief is still there.
Yeah.
You are not Renee Echevarria,
No.
who wrote some of the best Star Trek episodes. You're not Chuck Palahniuk, who wrote Fight Club. You're not even Chuck from the Two Gaming Dudes. You are a shitty, shitty writer. You are not good at this. You're not good at this.
Characters will make decisions and then go against those decisions. And
in
then
the
make
next
new
scene.
In the next scene. Or sometimes even in the same scene, we're like, don't do this. Well, actually, go ahead and do this. Now I need you to do this, but no, don't do this. What is happening here?
So we go back in time. We start off, we're on this ghost planet, and the little whiny Jedi bitch is, this planet sucks. Let's go home. We've been here for 2 months, and I don't even know what we're doing. You don't know what you're doing. You've been here for 2 months.
And you have no idea why you're here?
Nobody explained to you, this is what we want you to do today. This is the mission for the day. You elite soldier. Oh, whatever. Okay.
Okay, sure. I mean, given that, I'd want to go home, too, if every day I'm like, I've done nothing today, or yesterday, or
2 months.
For 2 months, I've done nothing.
So we're surveying the planet.
I'm running out of Capri Sun. I'd like to go home now.
We're surveying this planet. An entire planet. How? You want to do some kind of orbital mapping or send some probe droids? No. Send 5 people to walk around the woods.
That's fine. It's fine. The Wookiee's got a metal detector.
So
wait a minute. Does the Wookiee? Why does the Wookiee have a metal detector? He brought that from home. He's just looking for like coins and rings and stuff. He doesn't really know what he's doing.
What's so special about this planet? Well, there was a hyperspace accident that they mentioned in a comic once. I guess.
I have no idea.
Devastated this region, and that's why there's this ancient temple, but they're all dead. And now we're looking for it because it's special, I guess. Okay.
So we didn't get to see that, so all right.
You aren't even told about it. You learn about it later. Like from Leslie Headland's interviews that they mentioned this hyperspace accident in a comic book.
Oh, so it's not even in the show?
No! You're just told there was a hyperspace accident that left this region destroyed. Next scene. Okay, great. So then you see the 2 girls playing in the woods, and Squid Game's guy is like a pedophile. He's spying on these
He's like,
2 little girls.
He's,
I
like little girls.
They might be night witches. Let's go say hi. And then you see the same scene again where the black mom is like invading the wimpy Jedi's brain. And he's like, I want to go to Coruscant again.
Okay, that whole scene bothers the hell out of me. I get what you're doing. I do. I'm sorry.
You do?
I get what you're trying to do.
Okay.
You're trying to do the whole, we can use dark side powers to look inside your mind and pull out your deepest thoughts and desires. Sure. And then we can turn those desires against you. What is your deepest, darkest desire?
I want to go home because this planet sucks.
Or do you have anything else that could define your character in the slightest?
I want to go home and eat Hot Pockets and watch Doug.
All right. I'll work off that and then.
So back on the ship, he can't last 7 weeks. This elite trained soldier. This group of Navy SEALs is sent to survey something, and one of them can't last.
Can't last 7 weeks.
There's no believability. Okay.
Anyway.
Back on the ship, Squid Game's guy's like, I want to take Osha to be my student. Why? Then he cites some ridiculous reason, because I never had one before. Stupid. These ridiculous shallow reasons.
Sure. And all he had to say was, it's in the Force. The Force is telling me, or the Force is compelling me, or something. Use the Force.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Because the council comes back and says, no.
All right.
Fuck it, they'll do it anyway. And then you learn, oh no, they're clones. Or something. Because their made-up scientific word is identical. And even if they were twins, they should have some different alleles. Okay, so they were made by the Force, I guess? Like Anakin? So that's not special anymore. Okay.
All right, cool.
But then the wimpy guy's like, hey, we found the virgins in the Force. Now we can go home. Let's go apprehend and kidnap these 2 girls. And he jumps on a motorcycle and speeds away. Great. And then they're having you see the scene again. It's the exact same scene. You've seen it already.
Yeah.
Nothing changes. The black mom is like, well, I guess go be a Jedi then, since that's what you want. Follow your dreams because you're a Disney princess. And then the white mom is the bitchy one. She's like, fuck that. She gets the other twin and says, take this and go do violence. And the other twin's like, fuck yeah.
I love violence. I love violence.
And then the white mom screams for some reason. And then you see the same scene again. No change. I can stop you by killing you. I'm going to burn down the fucking building and kill everyone inside.
Yep, so she lights it on and burns down the rock building.
You're waiting for the Rashomon effect. Where it was actually the Jedi's. No. She just lit the fire and killed everyone.
It's exactly what you thought happened. It's exactly what happened. Okay.
Again. Anything believe?
Nope.
It doesn't matter.
Nope. Rock burns up and explodes and is on fire. And then,
Okay,
my favorite scene.
I guess I can. It's Star Wars. I guess there could be a planet where this rock formation has anthracite in it. I guess, and so it burns.
I don't know.
That's the least of their problems, man.
It doesn't seem like a safe place to build a home for children. Is all I'm saying.
So they confront the moms. They're like, "Where did those girls come from?"
Here it comes.
She's like, "Fuck you," and she turns into a giant smoke monster.
That's the moment. Okay, so it's right out of The Mummy, right?
Same effect. Yeah.
So she does the whole turn into sand, like her mouth grows really big, and her eyes go all black. And I kid you not, the moment, because I was still like, that got me out of my phone to look up and go, what the hell?
Yes.
She goes all demon-like.
Yeah.
And my first thought was, oh my God, stab her. She's about to do something horrible. So he stabs her, and then she trolls him. She's all like, oh.
But then she rematerializes inside the lightsaber.
Right. So she rematerializes inside the lightsaber, looks at him, and does the whole, I was about to let them go.
Then why did you turn into a smoke demon?
I
I don't know.
I had a moment. I freaked out a little bit.
Even though just 10 seconds before, you said, this is what's going to bring down the Jedis.
Yeah, you're all gonna die. That does not make me feel very safe. Oh yeah? Smoke monster. And then you know what, bitch? And just stab. And then...
So they have to have another karate fight because now the white mom is like, you motherfucker. She has to show how badass she is.
Right,
So
right.
she's fighting Squid Game's guy, and it's really awesome. And then she turns to dust, and then she's controlling the Wookiee. She's controlling Kalnaka, and he's a... And now they have to karate fight the Wookiee, and all the witches are like, because they're controlling the Wookiee, and he's getting his ass kicked because he sucks. Luckily, the Matrix girl shows up out of nowhere to save the day. And she goes like this over the Wookiee's head.
Well, before that, she got to pick up the Wookiee and throw him, so she has to show off her might.
She goes like this over the Wookiee's face and clears the witches out, and then all the witches die. The witches drop dead. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Because I was really confused because it was like, did they just destroy the mothership? And so all the other ships beneath it fell?
I don't know.
And I'm like, all right, so you use that in Independence Day, and I guess you use that in like one of the first Avengers films, so...
Can I tell you something? At that moment where all the witches just fall down dead,
yes,
I was pretty inebriated because that's the only way I can watch this show.
Yeah.
I'm pretty certain I actually applauded because they're all dead. I actually clapped. So then they're back.
I actually didn't. I made one of those laughs where you're confused and you laugh because you're like, did that really just happen?
Yes.
What?
Yes, it did.
How does that make any... Do they going to explain that one?
They're dead.
Nope, they just died. Why? How? What? It really was like they blew up the mothership. I guess. So all the other ships, aka the witches, they all just died. You destroyed their battery, or I don't know.
So they're back on the ship, and then Matrix and Squid Game's like, oh man, that sucked. We better make up a story. Why? What did you do that was...
Yeah.
I don't know. Why are you making up a story?
There was no reason to make up a story. What did you do exactly that was bad?
Why does Saul and the wimpy guy that goes into meditation for 10 years, what do you feel guilty about? What the fuck what are you doing?
Especially him.
This is what I'm talking about. These fucking contrived plot points.
Especially the guy. The little wimpy guy did nothing.
Right.
The only one that may have done more nothing was maybe the Wookiee. Because he got taken over by an evil demon, so...
He literally did nothing. Yeah. Why did he go into self-exile? I don't know. He
just did, because he doesn't feel right. About what? What did they do?
I mean, nothing in this.
If you're going to have one of those kinds of shows where you're like, all right, we're going to show the Jedi in a completely different light. These 4 Jedi are sons of bitches, and they did something horrible.
Okay, do that.
Then do that. Show me the horrible thing they do. And I feel like you got up to a certain point and you like either pulled back and you're like, well, we really can't show that. So we'll just cheapen it out, or
it's not difficult.
Or you know what? Or you just never thought about it.
It's not difficult.
No.
They did it in Die Hard. Al, well, you got flat feet. What are you doing behind a desk? I shot a kid. They can teach you everything in the police academy except how to deal with a mistake. I shot a kid. He had a toy gun. It looked real. I was never able to pull my gun on a human again.
Yeah.
So I ended up behind a desk. That's all it takes.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Al, you see him. His soul is crushed. That's why he's like this.
You really wanted to show us something really bad? What if Saul had stabbed the other little girl? Or something that's really bad, and you go, oh.
He could have saved them both.
Yeah. Or
he could have saved them both. He intentionally let the other one
die
die because she didn't want to. I'm just going to rescue the one that I'm sexually attracted to.
Or whatever.
Okay, I can see. He feels guilty. He did this awful. Okay. Nothing.
None of that happens.
It's just all contrived. All of it.
Because did you kill all of the witches in that building? No, they just died. What? They just fell over. We went in there like, hey, the building's on fire. And they went, ugh.
And they were already
like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. They all fell over dead. So I guess I'll go home.
So there's an episode left.
Well, it's not going to wrap anything up. If you only have one episode left, it's got to be saved for karate fights.
That is the overwhelming consensus amongst the nerds like us, is that you can't wrap this up in one episode. I think you can. I think you can.
Really?
The way they've been doing it?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
certainly they can. The way they've been. A throwaway line of dialogue, all is forgiven. Well, I guess go back to your job as a mechanic. Whatever. They're just going to throw it away.
Yeah.
Sure, they can wrap it up. It'll be shit. This is it for me. I'm going to watch the last episode so we can do the last review. And I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm canceling my Disney Plus subscription, which sucks because that means I have to actually get up and grab the DVDs when I want to watch A New Hope.
I'll get over it.
I don't want to. It's my only recourse. I have no other way to tell Disney to fuck off. I have nothing else I can do. They don't give a shit.
No, they're not gonna. They don't watch any of the big streamers. They're not gonna watch us. So
this is not Star Wars for me, either intentionally or not.
And judging by the numbers, it's not Star Wars for anybody.
Well, that's the thing. At some point, they decided we're going to make this for new modern audiences and intentionally alienate the original fans.
Yeah.
We didn't think that was intentional. At the beginning, we couldn't believe, why would Disney do something so stupid? You bought the fucking thing for $4 billion because there's a built-in audience.
Right.
We're like, that's not it. There must be something else that we're not understanding. That's exactly it. They want to make it for new audiences. You have every right to do that. Fine, it's yours. But I'm not going to stick around for it.
No, I'm not interested in it. I think it's dumb. I'm out.
It's not for me. You're not making it for me. Okay, you don't have to have me. I'll keep my $12 a month.
And I'm out.
Fuck it. And if after a couple months in November, somebody tells, oh my God, Skeleton Crew is awesome, great. Then I'll find some other way to watch it. Arr, mateys! Fuck off. You wanted me gone? This bitch wrote a fucking rap song telling the fans to fuck off.
Yes.
No problem. Go back to waitressing, bitch.
Don't let it get to my spirit, but I'm sick and fucking tired of suppressing my rage.
Fuck me, fuck you. We're done. A lot of the actors in a lot of these sci-fi shows, in the beginning, the sci-fi shows and movies and stuff, not before Disney Plus and all of that, understood that they have to actually show up at the Comic-Cons and answer to the fans.
Yeah.
And the fans are not gentle.
You have a job.
They will jump right in and be like, why did you do this? And why did you do that? And they're like, I'm just an actor, bro. I just do what the... No, you are more than that. And you have to... you have to appease the audience. They're the fans.
But that was understood in the past.
Yeah.
With these millennial writers and staffers and millennial actors, you don't get the traditional... I know some people aren't going to enjoy it as much. It's maybe not for everyone, but we all worked really, really hard and we're proud of what we made, and I really hope everybody enjoys it. That's what you say.
Yeah.
You don't start blaming the writers or the director or the fans.
You definitely
don't blame anyone.
Fans.
You say, we worked really hard. I really hope you guys enjoy it. And if it flops, it really sucks that it didn't find an audience, but we really had a good time making it, and I'm always going to be proud of it. And that's all you say.
Yes. And if you're
shut the fuck up and take your $10 photo op and shut up.
And if you're smart, if the majority of your responses are coming back a certain way, and you say, you know what, that first season that didn't work out quite as the way I wanted it to, let's change course a little bit. Let's shift. But they're not. They don't change course. They are headstrong, determined like a goddamn snowplow.
Think about Firefly. Went
Okay.
nowhere. And we know the reasons, because the network fucked it up.
Right.
None of the actors went to a convention and said, those idiots at Fox wanted to put on The Bachelor. Was it The Bachelor
Yeah,
or one of those stupid...
It was The Bachelor.
And they
Yeah.
completely ruined it. They didn't even show our episodes in sequence, so nobody knew what was going on. Those fucking idiots. They never said that.
Mm-mm.
They said, we worked really hard on this great show, and I there's a small fan base of brown coats out there, and we really appreciate you guys. And all of them still have a career and a fan base now.
Yes.
And they've stretched it from one shitty series that nobody watched. They were able to stretch that out and still maintain a presence in Hollywood.
And have enough of a following to justify, let's make a movie. And they made a movie for the fans. And the fans loved it.
This girl wrote a diss track about you. Are you going to go see anything she's ever in?
No. No.
Am I ever going to buy... And actually, I wouldn't buy an action figure of her anyway, but I'm done with your project. I don't care about your career.
No.
I hope you
No.
studied
If
hard
you-
in school. Go
Yeah.
learn accounting or something, because you're not going to be an actress ever again.
You're not going to be in anything I ever want to watch again.
Done. You've alienated the people that bred your butter.
I would love to know your thoughts and comments on this. Like, more than did you like or not like The Acolyte, because I know you didn't, this bullshit show. But when you have an actress who just comes out and makes a rap song about how you need to go F yourself, what's your response to that? Because my response is, well, I'm just not going to watch any of your shit.
Right. And my only recourse is to cancel my subscription.
Yep.
Which I'll do with this premieres Tuesday at 9. So,
Yeah. So
Tuesday at 10:01.
I'm
pulling
done.
the plug. I'm out.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. I'm out. There's nothing on Disney Plus that I really want to watch, and anything that I do want to watch, I own a DVD for. I'll just watch the DVD.
For me, there's a lot of stuff on Disney Plus because I've got little kids.
Oh.
And I like the legacy stuff. And I like some of the old Marvel stuff. And I like some of the classic Disney
Yeah.
stuff. I don't want to delete my subscription. I have no other way of making a protest against this. They're not listening. They haven't for years. They haven't changed course, despite what we tell them we want and what we don't want. They don't care. I have no other choice but to cancel it. And if it's just me, they won't care. But if a couple 100,000 of me do it all,
Yeah. Then all of a
I
sudden
think you'll
it's
start
like,
caring now.
why doesn't anyone want to subscribe to our bullshit?
Because it's bullshit.
Because it's bullshit.
You intentionally made it bullshit. So what you wanted, you got it.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
So it happened. Congratulations.
What does Kathleen Kennedy have to do to get fucking fired? What does it take at this company?
If she were a coach of a football team and it was failure after failure after failure, oh, I've only lost us a couple $1 billion. You're out of there.
I don't understand
Off you go.
any of this.
And then would be
any
like,
of it.
you know what? Not even for a sports team, for any business.
Yeah.
You just lost us a couple $1 billion and people fucking hate us. Out you go, bitch.
Here's an obscure route. Like, I designed the Edsel. It was this car that nobody bought. It was the laughing stock. Okay, I know how to fix this. And then you design the Oldsmobile Achieva, another car that went nowhere. And then for your next step, this constant failure after failure after failure after failure. At what point does your boss say, this
You know what?
guy isn't really...
You gotta go. This is not working out.
Kathy, we really appreciate what you've done for us, but maybe it's time to move on.
Yeah.
When does that happen at Disney? Seemingly never.
This is just shocking. This is just shocking.
Okay, I mean, it's your money. I guess you've got the right to do what you want with it.
Well,
That's all I got. We've got furniture to move.
yep. So we're out of here. I guess we'll see you for the final episode of The Acolyte.
Great.
I got
I'm so
nothing.
glad this is over.
Yeah, me too.
One more.
And
I can do one more.
I can try. All right, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that, and we'll see you in another episode.
Bye now.
Later.